the XHDATA D-109. D as in dysfunctional. Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a truncated review of the XHDATA D-109. Truncated because of some issues that we will get to shortly. The XHDATA D-109 FM stereo, long wave, medium wave, short wave, global band receiver, released not too long ago, and there are videos reviewing it online and discussing some of the issues with the initial release. First of all, a note on my recording setup here. I'm sorry for the harsh shadows and poor lighting. I am at a certain point in my post-surgeries recovery that I'm becoming more mobile, and I'm rearranging my living and working arrangements. So this is a temporary setup, so I apologize in advance for the harsh lighting and odd shadows that are interfering here. So the XHDATA D-109. XHDATA makes some fine products that I've reviewed, at least one of on this channel, the D-219, I believe. A analog-faced digital tuning shortwave AM/FM radio. That's a superb radio at a bargain price. So when I received this, I had high hopes. The initial release, from what I understand, had some firmware issues that made it impossible to direct dial frequencies above a certain number. So they recalled those, did some retooling, and released it again. So I have a corrected version of this that was sent to me. Came in this rather plain box, standard fare bubble wrap. I took the instruction manual out, and I put the radio just in a zippered case. Now, as I mentioned, I've been in recovery and nearly homebound, it seems, for the past, so I just zipped it closed, and I just turned it on. I can hear it. There we go. Nearly homebound for the past many months. And so this radio has not left my home. This is important later on when we get further into the review. It has pretty much not left the room in which I had it when I opened it first. So has not been maltreated. It's been barely used. I turned it on to check a few of its functions, and that is about it. Here's the user's manual. I did figure out how to set it to 10 kilohertz increments on the AM medium wave. Also came with a USB Type-C charging cable, which is nice. It feels like a nice solid unit all in all. I did charge it up. Has 18650 battery. See if it says what 2000 milliamp hour. Rechargeable battery, which is nice. Has a kickstand in the back. Has a quite long aerial antenna. We have volume and tuning on the right side, along with the charging USB Type-C. On the bottom, we have a place for a SD card and the reset to factory specs. A little button there. Here on the side, there is a jack for an external antenna and a headphone jack, which is stereo. On the front, we have this curiously designed grill. Nice logo there. Lots of buttons. But before we get too far, During my initial perusal and toying around with this, I was spinning through some frequencies. Turn this on and down. Okay, so we're on AM. And this tuning knob is tiny. First of all, it's maybe not the best design. It's a little hard to grip and tune accurately using that. But just fiddling around with it, and at some point it appeared to become stuck, and in trying to back out of its stuck position, suddenly it began to spin freely. This was within the first day of use of this radio. You can hear it, I'm sure. It doesn't change the frequency, it just spins freely. Frustrating indeed. Now I can still plug in direct. Whoop, what is going on here? I can plug in direct. I don't even know what's happening. Somehow the alarm is on. Alarm B. I'll have to read the, no, I don't want that on. Okay. There, I didn't have it on the correct. Okay. You can still direct dial frequencies.
For more interest rate increase.
But you cannot use the tuning wheel. Frustrating. So of course I contacted XHDATA, said this unit is not usable. What do you propose? And they said, we will send you a new knob. I said, I do not know that the problem is with the knob itself, but some linkage inside has come loose apparently. They said, we'll try the knob, see if that fixes it. So a few weeks later, I received in the mail from XHDATA a package which arrived at my house looking like this. Do you see where there might be a problem? So I did not bother to take the old knob off and try to replace it with this bent, abused, poor thing. So I emailed XHDATA again with photographs of the packaging and the bent knob, and they responded very apologetic and said they would send me 2 more knobs in boxes this time. That was a few weeks ago. I'm still waiting for those to arrive. So I still do not have a working tuning knob here, and I have not yet even taken this knob off to see if that will fix the problem that I'm experiencing. But I will allow it to run its course and give it a try and see if that will indeed solve it. So what are we going to do to test out this radio? Well, we just listened to a little bit of AM there. We're back on memory. I set memories to every 10 kilohertz location. I'm in the middle of the day now, well, mid-morning. So I'm unlikely to get much, but I really haven't given this a try at night yet because of all of its issues. Am I going to get anything at all?
Really wanted to talk to him. Like, let's be clear here. They would have connected with him. Like, to me, in my assessment of it. I mean, without even airing Budakins. Well, I was just saying.
Okay, some type of sports radio there. You can scan through sort of manually using or digitally using the buttons, which is kind of a pain and takes the fun out of it. Not going to bother with the shortwave because of the time of day and the sheer frustration of trying to digitally go through it. It, of course, can do a scan and automatically set to presets, but why bother? I will at least maybe try the sound on this radio to give you a sense of that. So in the off chance you get a working version of this radio, maybe you can actually hear what it sounds like. If I can figure out which orientation to put it in there. Oh, I heard a scary sound. I probably just broke something else. Okay, so how do I... Hi. I will say it has good sound. A little symbol saying it's playing a TF card. I also am relatively sure there's a way to turn off the annoying beep while I press the buttons, but again, haven't explored it a lot because of, you know. It actually is a quite good sounding radio that I have no use for at the present because of its lack of apparent durability. Now, it's possible I just got a stinker of a unit and it, you know, the one you get will be more robust, but in its protective case, in one room of my house for a few days, and the tuning knob broke. Yes, XHDATA was responsive in responding to my email, but sent a replacement that was inadequately packaged and came to me useless. Just not a good experience all in all. So my recommendation on the D109 at this point, just pass. Is it worth the headaches? Probably not. There is a gentleman just to the west of me that does radio reviews that any of you that are into radios probably watch. Two Hands in a Radio. He had a long-running channel reviewing radios like this, and that disappeared for a while and has returned to much joy. But he recently reviewed this, and it ended up in a pail of water. I will not give it that treatment. I'll hold out and try a replacement knob on it, but don't have a lot of hope for this particular radio. So let the buyer beware. XHDATA D109, my recommendation, pass. Thanks for watching this longer than expected review of a non-functioning radio. Hope to see you here again next time.